Okay, so for those wanting to do a motor swap from like 2011 to 98, or from 2003 to 98, or from 2011 to 2003, or pretty much any of the years to a better or newer motor, some of the things that I would highly suggest, some of them are definitely have-tos when it comes to actually getting the motor in the vehicle and having it work. The have-tos for the motor to actually work is any of the sensors that you have on your old motor, your fuel rail, your intake, that includes this piece here, that all has to get swapped over. Your all your sensors that may be throughout the vehicle, that includes, or throughout the motor, that includes maybe the NOx sensor that might be down here somewhere. Your PCV system, that has to get swapped over. Valve covers have to get swapped over from the old motor to the new one. Same thing with your alternator. So yeah, those are all the musts in order to be able to get this engine to run in your vehicle. Now, the suggested things to do in the vehicle, since you've got the motor out anyway, of course, when you're going to do these, replace the gaskets that go to it. Oil pan, maybe another one you may or may not have to do, but generally that's one that you don't have to touch, but at least replace the gasket to it. Now, timing chain set is way easier to do with the motor out of the vehicle than it is in the vehicle. Now, as far as getting getting the motor out of the vehicle, this includes with the trans too, as all one unit. There's two ways. One of them, if you have a lift, you can essentially drop the subframe. So there's a couple of bolts here, there's a couple on the other side, and then there's the cross member that goes across here. And if you pop those, the whole motor and trans will drop as one unit. Now you also have to, remove the cooling unit, which is right here. Or at least pop this hose off and anything that might be up here to be able to drop it out. That's if you got a lift. Most of us don't. Now, for those of us who don't have a lift, this is kind of what you have to do. The fenders, you can keep on there. So, yeah. So, the whole front clip, everything that is in the front, the bumper, all your lights, all that, you have to get down to the core support that is right here. You even have to remove that along with this whole cooling stack, okay, to be able to get enough room to be able to remove this motor. There's of course a couple of there's the motor mount there, there's also probably an oil cooler depending upon your year or type of motor. Now with the oil coolers, thankfully, they are cross compatible. All you have to do is literally just get the new gasket and bolt it in from your motor. Let's say you have a 98 and it has an oil cooler, all you have to do is just replace the gasket. That's it. Pull it out, from and put it onto the new motor. Now the cooler that goes to that is also part of the where the oil filter is. So yeah, thankfully that should be fairly easy. Once you do that, then you should be good.